Okay, so we've got the BMI here of 15 boys, okay, in Class A, and we're asked here to complete the frequency table. So with a tally, okay, we literally go through each of these now and put tally marks down here, okay, so 19.9 is the first one. Now that should go in the second group, yeah, because 19.9 is between 19 and 21. Next one then is 21.8. So 21.8 is between these two. Then we've got 21.9, which is again between these two. Then we've got 20.5. Now 20.5 should go in that group, shouldn't it? Okay, because it's less than 21. 17.3 then is in the first group. Okay, 18.4 in the first group as well. 19.7 then in the second group, and so on. Okay, so 21.7 here. 18.9 in the first group, 21.1 in the third group, because it's just more than 21, and then 22.7 in the third group. Now remember, when you have the fifth one, okay, we complete that there, so we've got a batch of 5, okay. 19.6 then in that group, 23.7 in the fourth group, 21.3 then in the third group, and 24.9 in the last group. Okay, so what we can do then is we can work out the frequency, okay, how many are there, just by looking at the tallies. So we've got 3 there, we've got 4 here, got 5 and 1 here is 6, and we've got 2 there. And a good way to check is add them up just to make sure you've done them right. Okay, so it should add up to 15. So if I do that there, yeah, it adds up to 15. Okay, so we can be confident there. It says how many of the boys in Class A had a body mass index of less than 23. Okay, so be careful with the sort of these questions. I know they're only worth 1 mark, but you've got to think a little bit here. It does say, doesn't it, less than 23. Okay, so that would include the first 3 groups, wouldn't it, if you think about it? Because less than 23, well, it would be this group, because they are less than 23, okay? They between 17 and 19. You would include that group and that group, so you need to add them up, okay? So if you do that, it comes to 13. Which is the modal group in Class A? Now remember, modal, okay, comes from the word mode, okay? And the mode, of course, we're looking at the most common, okay? So the one that's most common, okay, well, of course, will be this group here, okay? Because there's 6 in there. So you need to literally copy that down there, right? So we'll say BMI less than 23 greater than or equal to 21, right? So it's between those 2 values there, and you literally copy that down because it's the modal, because there's most is in there. It says then on the graph paper below, draw a group frequency diagram to show this data. So a group frequency diagram, essentially you think of like a bar chart, okay? But there's no gaps between them. Right, so the first one will be between 17 and 19, okay, and there's 3 of them. So there's 17, literally starts there, and we've got to take it to 19, and the frequency is 3, as we can see from the top of the table there, okay. So 3 is between 2 and 4, so we can create our first bar there, okay, between 17 and 19. Our next bar then, we'll have height 4, and that goes from 19 to 21. Then our next bar, 21 to 23, is of height 6. And then our final bar then, 23 to 25, of height 2. Okay, so 2 is there. So this is the answer we're looking for. Okay, and you can see again, right from the bars, the modal group, can't you? You can see this group is the modal group here between 21 and 23. This is the tallest bar. Okay, and our bars, of course, are joined together. There's no gaps between them.